Hey everyone, I'm going to show you a very quick way how to make a Bitmoji classroom for PowerPoint. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to Google, and then here in the search box you're going to want to search for the Bitmoji extension. Once you get the Bitmoji extension, you're just going to want to download it, and it'll pop up here in the top where you can click on Bitmoji and then find what you need. If you can't see it up here for some reason, go ahead and click on this little puzzle piece and then pin it. That way it's up there if you need it. The other thing you'll need to open is PowerPoint. In PowerPoint, it automatically sets it so your screen is a widescreen. So the way that you fix that is by going to Design, Slide Size, and you're going to want to change it to Standard. The first thing that you're going to want to do for your classroom is insert whatever the back of your wall is going to be. So the way you do that is you can find an image online if you want like a wallpaper or like wooden slats or something like that. For me personally, I just want a color. So I'm going to fill this, I'm going to go to Insert, Shapes, and then make a rectangle. Okay, I do not want this blue, so I will find a color that I like better, possibly this dark blue, and then I'll make the outline the same color. Okay. Next, I'm going to go find my flooring. So I'm just going to go to Google and then type in wooden floor. And then I'm going to look for an image that I want to be my wooden floor. You're going to want to find an image that is mostly flat. So for example, see how this wooden floor moves inwards, or this one is at an angle? I don't really want that, so I'm going to look for one that is completely flat, either going up and down or side to side. And I will use this. So when you find the one that you want, right click on Copy Image. And then here on your PowerPoint, click somewhere off into the gray and hit Control, and then V to put in your wooden floor. Now my wooden floor specifically is not big enough, so I'm going to push Control and C to copy it, and then Control and V to paste it. And I'm just going to put mine side by side. Sometimes you might find an image that is big enough and you can stretch it so it fits. You can do whatever to make the floor look how you want. Mine's hanging off the side, so I'm going to crop it so it's a little bit smaller because I don't really want things hanging off the side. Next, I'm going to make a line just to like kind of know where the floor is stopping. So I'm going to Insert, Shapes, and then this time a line. And I'm going to make the line black, and I will make it thicker so I can see it. Make it black. You can leave it like this, or you can try and put in like some perspective by adding lines. So I'm going to push Control and C to copy, and then Control and V, just because I don't want to go through the process of remaking that line. And I will just make it go straight down. Control C, Control V, and another one on this side. Okay, next I'm going to have to go ahead and make the floor look like it's going inwards. So I'm going to insert a shape, and this time I'm going to do a triangle. What I need to do for this is I'm going to have to make the triangle fit in this area. So you can change like the angle of the triangle. You can even change like where the point goes to make it line up exactly how you want it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. And then I'm going to fill it with the same color as the background. That way you can't really see where it is. And then I'm going to Control V, and this time I want to flip it. So I will go to Rotate, Flip Horizontal, and then put that here in this corner. and it might take some playing around with. That's totally fine. Okay, I want to add in a line to emphasize that curve. C and V, and put it on this side as well. If you have something that's hanging off a little bit, that's totally fine. It's not going to show up in the kids' PowerPoint, so all right, good enough. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a whiteboard that I want. So up here, I will go and I will type in smartboard. And then just look for an image that I want. Pretty much what you're basically doing for the rest of the time is finding pictures that you want and adding them. So I will go here, paste this. Now right now it has a big white spot behind it and I don't want that white spot in this picture. It doesn't really look very good. So in order to get rid of that, there's a couple things you can do. When you look for images, you can type in PNG or transparent background. And what that'll do is sometimes it'll find you ones that don't have white in the background, but sometimes it says they're a PNG or transparent file and they do have white in the background. So it's not really helpful. For me, it's just easier to find an image I want, go up into the corner and hit remove background. Here there will be some tools where you can mark areas you want to keep or mark areas you want to get rid of. Anywhere that's purplish pink here is going to be taken off. So I want to make sure that I keep the tray, and I want this background here, this border on the smartboard. Sometimes you really got to click around to get it to find what you want. Sometimes it does it automatically. For the purpose of this video, this is just fine. So I will click keep changes, and there is my new image. So I'm going to move that to the middle of the classroom. Next, I'm going to want to insert myself. So I will go onto my Google, and then I will click on my Bitmoji extension, and then I'm going to search for a Bitmoji that kind of is what I'm hoping to put into my classroom. So I will just go with this one because I just want me standing. So if you right click and copy, you can put it here on your PowerPoint. Control V. If I don't want, like, up here it has like this battery, I can go to picture format, remove background, and then here it's got most of it taken off. I do want to keep my shoes. I do want to keep my outline. It'd be nice to have a shirt. And for the purpose of this video, that's just fine. So keep changes. There I am. Put myself in the corner. Next, I'm going to look for a shelf. A shelf seems to be where most people are putting their links. So I will just find one that I like. I will go with this black one. Copy image. And then here again, it has the white on it. So format, remove background. This one did a pretty good job at getting most of it, but I do want that top piece and this corner. Okay, keep changes. And then we'll make it a little smaller and put it in the corner here. Okay, next I'm going to start linking things that I want the kids to click on, because the point of the Bitmoji classroom is so the kids can click on things that they want. So one of the things that my kids use is the website Epic. It lets them read books. So I will go and I will find the logo or the picture that I want them to click on, click copy image, and then paste it into my Bitmoji classroom. I'm going to make it a little smaller so it fits on the shelf. My kids also use Dreambox. So I will find a picture for Dreambox and put it on there as well. So you would put anything you want to link, like a document, a website, whatever you want your kids to use, you would put it somewhere on your Bitmoji classroom. The next thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to start linking things. So when the kids see Epic, I want them to be able to click on Epic and then it takes them to the website. So the way we do that is first you have to get the website, and I've just gone to Epic up here, clicked login, so it's as far as the kids can get on Epic. Then I'm going to copy the website so I have exactly what they need. And then here, I'm going to click on Epic and right click, and there will be a spot here that says link. When you click on link, there's several things that you can link it to. You can link it to an email address, you can make a new document, you can put it somewhere else in this document. So if I have like a web page that says their daily to-do, I can link the number of that slide and it'll put them back on that slide. Another thing you can do is you can link it to a different PowerPoint that you have. Or you can link it to a web page. So I'm going to click on existing file or web page and then put the address for Epic down in here. You can tell if it works because if you hover over it, it should say the name of the website. Okay, up here in the top, I want to go ahead and put, some words. So if you go to insert text box, it'll have a spot and you can write, something like welcome to my and you can go about making, the words look cute. You can change, the size, the font. The limits are endless. So here I have just a welcome. In some cases, you might want to, and I'm just going to steal the table that I already made. In some instances, you might want to have like a whole area be a link. So for example, if I want the kids to be able to click on me to email me, right now if I link just this picture, this whole space becomes a link, and I kind of maybe want to put something on the whiteboard that they can go to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, Shapes, and just make a shape over the area I want them to click on. Here it's using less of the table in case I want to put a link on the table and less of the whiteboard in case I want to do that as well. Right now it's covering me up, so I am going to change the shape fill to no fill and the outline to no outline. The kids can't see that there's a shape there, but PowerPoint recognizes that it's there. And then again, I right click link, and then this time I'm going to say link to an email address. I'm not going to put my actual email address here on YouTube, so I will just put teacher@teachers.com. Okay. So now you have a couple links. Basically, the rest of what you're going to do is just put in pictures and connect links to it. You can always look at templates. Most of the templates that are out there for Google Classroom, I highly recommend using PowerPoint, especially if your district is PowerPoint based. So my district is Microsoft Suite based, and PowerPoint is part of the Microsoft Suite. So you can completely do either. As far as saving this, what I want to do is I want to save it as a PDF because then all the links will still work, but the kids can't change it or move things around. So in order to do that, I'm going to go up into the corner, click on File, Save As, and then I will save it wherever I want, whatever the name I want it to be. But down here where it says PowerPoint presentation, I want to change it to PDF. And that'll change it so the kids can access it. They can click on every link that you put in there. It looks exactly how it did on your computer, but it doesn't let them change things around. So that is the gist of how you do a PowerPoint Bitmoji classroom. you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below, or you can reach out to me on Facebook or through email, not at teachers at teachers.com, my actual email address if you know who I am. That's all I got for you today. I hope you are having a safe summer, and I'll talk to you later.